Hey Michelle, how you doing? How you been? We're looking at Mother Nature, birds and the bees. See the bees over there? Beehive. Where you been? How come you haven't been on lately? Oh, dog. How's he doing? Or she? How's the dog doing? Hey Tribbles, how you doing? Yeah, I get a good signal now. See the birds? Oh, it's not a Labrador, is it, Michelle? Hey, my enemy, how you doing? That's not a Labrador, is he? Smoky Bones. Yeah, you ever eat a Smoky Bones? A lot of birds around there. We feed them a lot, about 300 pounds of seed a week. Oh, that's too bad. Tore both ACLs, huh? Yeah. No kidding, 300 pounds a week about. That's a slow week, to be honest with you. Oh, wow. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I was just going to say, I figured it'd be about 6, 8 grand. Daisy got a haircut tonight. Daisy, how do you like your haircut, hon? Do you like your haircut, honey? Huh? I trimmed her feet and her face. Yeah, you get what you pay for. You get what you pay for in birdseed. Actually, that zero waste is the best. Hey, Chris, how you doing? How you been? Daisy's in Florida. No, the vultures don't eat any of it. They don't eat any seed. It's all these birds, these songbirds. I just put out, they ate over 50 pounds today. Yeah. We've got dead bees here too. Right there. Jars of dead bees. They shouldn't have tried to chew holes in the house. Yeah, it's expensive. It's ridiculous, man. I don't blame you. Those are carpenter bees. Daisy. Daisy girl. What are you doing, girl? Daisy's waiting to chase a squirrel. Yeah, I hate to kill those carpenter bees, but man, this house was like built out of wood they like to chew through. I got them on the back too. But you know, they still chewed some holes in the side, so you gotta have them on all sides of your house. Oh, Daisy likes it here. I'm leaving for Michigan Sunday. Daisy, you like it here, don't you, hon? You good girl? There's not as many squirrels right now because I put piles of seed so they didn't have to come all the way over here. Daisy chases them. A lot of songbirds. Bees are doing great. They've been really going through some food. They've been going through a quart every 2 days. It's 1-to-1 ratio sugar. They just put a new one on a couple hours ago. Already about an inch gone out of it. Yeah, you could, but you can put them anywhere. Actually, we're not going to cut the 110 acres that we usually cut this year just because of the bees. It's just loaded with wildflowers. We're going to cut around the house here, but this is only 4 acres. We're going to let the rest grow. We're putting beehives all over. Yeah, bees don't bother you at all. That's a woodpecker. Bee. No, we wanted them here so we can watch them. See them coming in with loads of pollen. You know, I haven't checked on the baby vultures in 2 weeks. I'll do it tomorrow. They're big. They're huge. I'll check on it tomorrow. You know, the one thing is, these pecan trees are totally filled out now in leaves, so I can't. Mom and Dad up there, I would wait for them to take off. I think they go to the dumpster over near the school, and I try not to go in there when they're there. And it's hard to tell now, you know. There's a cowbird. Well, I'll check on them tomorrow. They still got about a month to go before they take to the skies. Oh, cool. What produces their own pollen? Oh, pecan trees. Oh, yeah, I believe that. I believe you're right about that. Man, I'm constantly clearing my throat for about the last 3 months. Yeah, I never looked that up. You're probably right. I will now, though. I didn't realize pecan trees live 250 years old either. These are about 200 years old if you go by the formula they suggest. These are beautiful trees. Huge monsters. Especially that one right over there. Oh, wow. Yeah, these are beautiful. I bet that branch right there is probably 25 feet long. Really gorgeous trees. If they ever fall down, I'll have enough wood to smoke till the day I die. Yeah, they are. Branches are big as trees. Better believe it. Yeah, you're right. I bet you're right about that pecan tree. Look at that bee eating a piece of sugar. That bee's fanning. Yeah, I don't know if it's categorized as a true self-pruner like a pine tree, but that's kind of how it seems to me. I never looked it up. Yeah, they should, but they don't. It is pretty amazing, though. Pretty amazing how they only live like 40 days in the summer. And it's whole new bees besides the queen. There's still a couple drones hanging around. There was one with a big bunch of yellow. Yeah, about 40. What's cool about bees is they come from way high up and dive down. And the most beautiful comb they make in the dark. Yeah, you got to do water changes on a fish tank, though. Yeah. They fly like about 3 miles looking for pollen, supposedly. I'm gonna put a big observation hive in my new place. She's trying to figure out where are the squirrels. Yeah, I get mesmerized, yeah. No, I agree. I don't think they're aware of it, though. See, there's those other piles of seeds I put out. Bees really going at it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. Busy as a bee. I haven't seen too many bats around here, although we don't have a good lit place to, see them flying around. No, it's kind of like no breeze at all. Like that happens a lot here, like no breeze. You don't see a leaf blowing a bit, but it's cool here. I mean, nice. I think it's about 75. That's a new bird bath right there. Yeah, that's all about it. Hear about. See what happens when you floss. No, I'm not really, not really. I gotta go up there and pack a bunch of shit, sell a couple kayaks. I got a bunch of antique barrister things I want to sell. Some other bullshit. No, I'm dreading the hell out of it. That's why I've been dragging my feet. I should have been up there a long time ago. I kept using the excuse I'd wait till the weather got better, which it has. But no, I'm going to take off early Sunday morning. I may take off Saturday night and drive through the night. I like doing that. Rosebush. Hey, Dave. What's that? Yeah, they run the gamut. I bought one brand new for 600, and the other one was 4,200 used. Depends what you're going to use them for, you know. Oh, really? Oh, it was. Oh, okay. Yeah, we had a couple of hot days. Here's one of those house finches. Yeah, those are hard to paddle. You'll be dead tired in no time, and you'll be getting soaked. We've got some huge possums here. You wouldn't believe how big they are. Yeah, sun dolphin. They still make those? I think Walmart sells them, don't they? I mean, they're good too, you know, like if you're just like dinking around the beach, you know, stuff like that. A major expense with a kayak, believe it or not, is the seat. And like the bigger one I have, you couldn't tip that over if you wanted to. It's a pedal kayak. It's got all sorts of storage and like a really killer seat. Yeah, the seat is, yeah. Hey, John boy. Yeah, the seat's the main deal with the expense. But you'll notice a difference. You know, if you're 16, doesn't matter what you're on. But if you get older and you're out there and you want to take like an hour paddle, you'll feel like you were in a car wreck after you were paddling around the Sun Dolphin. And the one I got, the other one was for rough water and like covering some distance. And the bigger one, you got a trailer, which is a pain in the ass. Who was talking? That guy that has that dozer today. That's the '90s. I didn't realize it, and I guess I never saw him do it, but they have to pack that dirt down with a dozer. Yeah, you can get a good one for about 600 bucks. A nice one. You could put out in the lake. Pretty stable. Good seat too. Yeah, space is nice. What's nice is no neighbors, no noise. I doubt it. I doubt it. I'm depending on how I feel. I might catch some interviews cutting up through Knoxville and Lexington. I'll have to see how it goes. The bigger one you can, like, a lot of people using to fish off of and stuff. I guess you could with a little one, but yeah, I just started a house Monday, right on the other side of that tree over there. It's weird because I picked that spot because it's like so flat. It's been that way forever, all cleared. Still needs 60 loads of dirt. Yeah, 3 or 4 months, they said, yep. Oh, really, John Boy? No, I don't. Yeah, that happens. But these guys are busy down around here, and if you put a stipulation like that, they're probably not going to do it. Plus, you got rain and material availability and all sorts of other shit. You got to move over the states, John Boy. We go around interviewing people all over the place. No, that's not bad. Right. Yeah, they're right, my enemy. Yeah, it's true. No, not really. I don't really care. I've done that. I've done that trip a million times. Only most of the time I was going to Florida. Now I'm cutting up a back way. I'm taking a little different way. You got to watch that Google directions and stuff. I put stuff in just to see what they're gonna say, and they actually suggest you go to 75 straight west, which is a total waste of time. And then you got to battle Atlantic traffic because you're on the south side of Atlanta. It's just the worst directions possible. I cut up through up near Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, get on 40, head west just outside of Knoxville. I'm right on 75. I skip all that. Plus, it saves me a ton of time. Yeah, I'm leaving her here. Yep. I'll drive straight through. Maybe take a little nap along the way. Yeah, it's a nice area. I don't know that I'd cut up that way during the summer. Plus, it takes me east of Athens, which is good. They've got salmon in the streams up there? Oh, okay. No trout. Okay, yeah, that will make sense. Yeah, there's an Amish interview on there. If you go in the search box, you'll find an Amish interview. One time I did, yeah. Yep. About 2 or 3 years ago. I mean, they're not, I mean, I'm generalizing, and most of them are probably pretty good people, but in being around them a lot in Michigan, I learned that a lot of them are full of shit. They're always getting busted for shooting deer out of season and stuff like that. And it isn't like all like, morality and purity like they kind of make you believe in books and movies. They're dirty as hell, too, in general. I'm not kidding you, my enemy. They make these jokes like a young Amish, pretty Amish girls. Yeah, good luck. I never saw one in Michigan. Most of them are about 50 pounds overweight. Never been to a dentist. Yeah, they are good at carpentry skills. That's true. What's a hummingbird right there? These hummingbirds, I would have thought would have been much more active by this time of the year. And I really haven't seen many. I think my picking them off with a pellet gun is catching up to them. Yeah, they drank a lot of that sugar water today. No, I don't hunt. Nope, I haven't hunted in a long time. I just don't have any fun doing it. I don't even fish anymore. I took all the fishing time and hunting time and I switched it over to Pornhub. I watch porn instead. Yeah, there you go, my enemy. That's true. Yeah, I believe that. Some days when I get bored, I just come out here with a fly swatter. Just start swatting bees. Good for you, John boy. I mean, I just cooked yesterday. I smoked salmon. I still eat meat and stuff, but I gotta like research that some more. I tried not eating meat for a while, a long time ago. I couldn't do it, because I'm like feeling bad. They're killing them. Hey, Mark. But in going through this book, like the ethics of eating meat, I was just flipping through it, reading some pages. And the one thing I know you think you would, you'd know this already, but just because you don't eat meat, I mean, the theory is that this animal is going to live a long, healthy life because you're not eating it. And the animal's going to die regardless. Now, the issue comes with, does an animal have the capacity to understand in a humane way that their life's ending early? That's a $50,000 question. But I'll probably keep eating it. I think that, I just think it's higher on the food chain, but I still couldn't like I'd like to have some cattle here and some little sheep where I could put my rubber boots on. But I just couldn't like butcher them, I don't think, or see him like screaming going off to the market. I just couldn't do it. Hey Dolly, how you doing? So that's the dilemma in meat eating. I just do it and just try not to think about it too much. Yeah, I'm the same way, Miami. Yeah, I'm the same way. And pigs are smarter than dogs. That's a proven fact. So they know something's up and it's not good. There's this guy that lives down the street. They have a problem with feral hogs here, and thankfully I hadn't had to kill any of those. I only got one on a trail cam, but they do a lot of property damage. And if you talk to a biologist, they'll tell you to kill every one you see, that it's a domestic animal that wreaks havoc on wildlife, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, this guy these fuckers shoot everything. They wait till the deer get big and, their antlers are big. It's so stupid to shoot an animal because of the size of their antlers. But anyway, this guy traps these hogs in these circular traps. And he tells me that as soon as that door comes down and he runs out sometimes, that those big male hogs, they will hit and dent quarter-inch metal trying to nail his ass. They know instantly when that door comes down, they're fucked. Hey DT, how you doing? Yeah, Costco's got pretty good meat. They do some weird stuff with their meat though. They do, even on their prime meat, they use these really small needles to puncture the surface of the meat. You can't even tell it if you look at it. They do some weird shit there. The neighbor, he's got some chickens, roosters, you can hear them. I don't like the sounds of them, but you got wild like raccoons and possums and all that stuff trying to eat them all the time. You got to feed them. I wouldn't mind eating eggs, I guess, but I don't like eggs that much. I mean, not enough to be like grabbing them every day. Oh, good. Yeah, I had some stuff from air fryers. I didn't think it was that great. I'd rather deep fry it in peanut oil. What's that, my enemy? Oh, they on the meat they do it to tenderize it. You can find it if you Google it. But I like their stuff. The reason I joined was because the meat, and that was to get prime brisket, which is hard to get anywhere but they're like a specialty butcher shop. No, yeah, peanut oil is really good. Canola oil is good too. We cook catfish and chicken nuggets. Like get chicken strips. Yeah, I've been all over Mexico. Sure have. Yep. I was getting blowjobs for $10 there over 40 years ago. Tijuana. Took me 2 weeks to wipe the smile off my face. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that, my enemy. Hey, Satellite Man. Yeah, I wouldn't go to Mexico now. No way. I mean, they've been getting these people knocked off for the stupidest reasons. women down there getting plastic surgery, and just people down there bird watching, cutting their fucking heads off. Fuck Mexico. Yeah, I consider that was lucky. I was like 18 the first time I went down there. Then I went down a couple times. I had to have my dad send me money through Western Union. I spent all my money on blowjobs over 3 days. And I like the food too, man. The food, they had these food carts. I never got any of that bad water or anything. The food was just, I thought it was fantastic. You get fajitas down there and it's like good. All these kick ass like watermelon drinks, this good fish. And yeah, I think you should do it, John Boy. I think you've earned it. I think that stuff's different today than it used to be, though. It's like more dangerous. Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah. I mean, I've been to Tijuana a bunch of times, and I thought it was great. It's a huge city. I forget what their population is, 20 million or something crazy like that. It's giant. Not 20 million, 2 million, 2 million. It's a lot of people there. But now, this drugs has just ravaged that country. Crooked cops. I just, it's like reminds me of Detroit. Yeah, I think it's dangerous. Even like that California Baja, they've been like lopping the heads off college kids, retired couples, don't find them, that kind of stuff. Cabo, same thing. I know a guy that built a house down there in Cabo and got out of there because of the crime. And he was in a gated community. Yeah, dangerous. I've been thinking about taking a cruise over Christmas. I don't really like cruises, but I'd just like to take some good books and just sit on a cruise ship and bang a couple old 65-year-old ladies after slow dancing for 3 hours and drinking. Hey, Caroline. Yeah, everything's pretty green around here. Only problem is I don't want to like go too far. I've been to all those cruise destinations before, Jamaica, all those bullshit places. I just don't think I could stand it. Right? That's true. Yeah, you're right, my enemy. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. I haven't done it in a while. I just like the idea of just like sitting on a deck reading a book. I met a lady today when I was eating my sandwich down there, down in Newborn. Real nice lady. Her husband died a couple years ago. She's like 5 years younger than me. Really nice lady, real Bible toter. Oh, it's getting dark there? Yeah, it's nice out. She told me God was leading her life in the most fantastic way. I just said it's time to party. Yeah, rose bush, huh? Isn't it nice looking? I fertilize them. Yeah, it's true. I don't know what kind of rose bushes these are, but they grow like hell. Yeah, that's the way I look at it. Yeah, actually, we have cheap trail cams. Either we have 12 of them. It's the Moultrie. Hold on, let me go get one so I can tell you. They're really good. I think they really work well though. The video and the stills. I mean, I think they're great. They're only like $40, but you got to get a fast SD card for them. And I always use those 4 times stronger Duracell batteries, which last forever. Yeah, let me look. It's a Moultrie. It's this Micro 2, I think it is, but let me check. Yeah, it's the Micro 42i right here. Now it's 4K photos, but it's not. I think it's 720 video resolution, which we didn't really care about. I mean, if you do a lot of research, plus I've messed around with a lot of cameras, and you'll realize that on all the trail cams, that when you're in that dollar range, don't get suckered on that 4K. It's not worth a shit anyway, because you really got kind of half-assed light to begin with. So it isn't like quality equipment with big sensors where you're going to immediately pick out 4K and think, oh, wow. That's why we went with these cheap ones, because I knew it didn't matter. And you've seen that the videos that I've uploaded before, those were all done with these cameras. Like I said, we've got 12 of them. And I thought for $42, the best price you're going to get out of them is Amazon. And the same with the SD cards too. They take a relatively small SD card, I think 32 gigs. And there you can get the cheapest place to get the SD cards is off eBay. But the cameras are cheapest on Amazon. But I thought they worked great. Hey, Costas, Ray. Yeah, this invisible infrared, which seems to work pretty good. You know, those are the same cameras that I set up with the vultures. And they'd be looking right in that damn thing. You could tell they didn't see it when I did those, put those hams out there and put them on a stake. You know, those were Fox and all that other stuff, and they were looking right into the camera. They were clueless. They waiting. Yeah, yeah. These are I would recommend these, and you can't beat them for the money. But remember the SD cards. They take a micro SD. There's a few guys on eBay selling those cheap. They must steal them. I don't know where the hell they get them. And I get the fastest card I can get because they're not that expensive, and that basically, you know, keeps them from overheating. You know, and you can set it up to 5-minute intervals, I think. But yeah, I say it's good. Those are going to be the same ones that I have hidden behind the walls when people visit. Yeah, I bet you need a better card. What do you know what the recommendation is for that? You can get it. I get the fastest class 10 fastest card you can get in everything. My GoPros, my cameras, my video cameras. Just because it's like that is a part of it, you know, and they're not that much more expensive. Yeah. Yeah, you could get a better card. That may work. And if you look up these trail cams, they all have, you know, people that think they're a piece of junk no matter which one you look at. So are those routers. That router I just got was $600, but it's that GTX 16000 by Asus. I've had their laptops and they've been great. And they build all the laptops for Microsoft. And I just figured I'm going to go with one of these. And if you look at when they first came out, which is about 10 months ago, they had a lot of people bitching that they were hard to set up. And I was kind of dreading setting it up. But I think that was a software issue. And I was hoping that the one I got, you know, because it was cheaper than everywhere else, wasn't going to be an older one that was sitting on a Amazon shelf someplace. And when I plugged it in and I did the updates, it said up to date. And so right away I knew that it wasn't. And I thought it was a piece of cake. I just named the network, came up with a password, and off to the races. It was super easy. The whole thing took me like 10 minutes to set up. You didn't need to know anything. I mean, I was trying to figure out WAN, WAN, LAN. That was all like in these Mickey Mouse instructions. It's like, shit, this isn't hard at all. So I'm assuming that I got the updated software version because other people were really bashing them when they first came out, that they couldn't get them set up. Yeah, Chuck Berry got in trouble. That's true. Yep, he did. Oh yeah, they can handle that. They can handle that. Yeah. Yeah, well, I'll tell you. See, they don't come with the cards, you know, and that's how they keep them cheap. You know, you got to go out and buy the card. I can't remember. I don't. We didn't get cards with any of these. And if you're just getting one and you want it right away, they sell them in Walmart. But they're going to rip you off on the card in Walmart. I always get SanDisk. I've had a couple incidents over the years of, you know, video and shit, and you go to play it and it says, you know, file corrupted or something. It's like, what the hell? File corrupted? You can't get what you have on the card off. And I've sent it to them, and they've put it on another card and gave me a free one, and they've been great to deal with. They bought out that company too, when where you can get a disk where, let's say, somebody, or an SD card where somebody deleted stuff accidentally, or you got it wet, or it's sunk in a boat or some shit like that. They bought that company where you can go on a website and you can restore these cards and the images. Yeah, SanDisk. I don't buy anything else. The other ones aren't that much cheaper anyway. I bought a couple like cheap, like I don't know where they come from, Mexico or something like that. Some of these cheap SD cards that were 256. They were supposed to be class 10. And I know on my GoPros it wouldn't even let me format them. So they were worthless to me. Hey, Michael. Oh, yeah, I've been to Biloxi quite a bit, actually. I used to know a museum curator down there. Yeah, Biloxi's a neat town. I guess those, you know, that's a pretty good argument when people say that they're voting in for casinos. They use Biloxi as an example quite a bit about what not to do. And, you know, the people that don't want casinos, that's the first reference they'll use. It's like, look what happened to Biloxi. And I think Biloxi's cool to visit and to go to, but evidently there are a lot of people that lived there before the casinos that wish they had it to do all over again. But as somebody vacationing, it's fine. These are just people that wished it went back to the old days. And despite all the new roads and parks and all this other stuff they buy, they didn't feel it was worth it. Tunica, Mississippi's kind of experiencing that as well. Yeah, those birds will be fine. They've evolved over thousands of years to take all extremes. A fan will probably kill them. Birds have a hard time staying warm when they're young without feathers, and they have a high body temperature. I worked at a wildlife rehab, and I can't tell you the amount of birds they killed by putting fans on them. Biloxi, you know, they wish they wouldn't have voted in casinos. They had it to do all over again. They think it ruined their city. Yeah, heck yeah, that happens a lot. Basically, hypothermia in the summertime. Baby birds have a impossible time uh, maintaining body heat without feathers. Oh, you do? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I worked at this wildlife rehab thing, and you know, I'd been into birds pretty heavy, and there were two set of baby cardinals and some baby blue jays, and they kept putting these fucking fans on them. I said, you can't put these fans on them. If anything, they need a heating pad underneath them, you clowns. It's like, well, it's like summertime. I said, I don't care if it's summertime or not. It needs to be hot. Not cool. And they did it again. The birds died, and I quit the next day. They had all sorts of shit like that happen at that place. People bring in a fawn, you know, probably nothing wrong with it. The mother was fine, wasn't in hunting season. These morons just see a fawn on the ground. They think it's abandoned. They tell you to leave them there. They'd bring them in. We'd have these fawns. These people come in, drop it off, you know, donate $100. Thank you for taking it. And some clown would leave the door open and the gate open, both. Door and the gate open. You'd look around, the fucking fawn's gone. And then they'd be all worried about what they were going to tell the people when they came back about what happened to little Bambi. And they did tell the truth on that. It's like, hey, we fucked up. We left the door open. Another myth with baby birds is that you can't touch them. That's absolutely false wives' tale. You can pick them up and touch them as you want. Mother didn't have any idea that you did that. If you see a bird that's like falling out of a nest because of a storm or whatever, just pick that little fucker back up, put him back in the nest. They'll do fine. That's a total myth. Yeah, isn't that the truth? And people feed baby birds the wrong things. You know, they're giving them worms and shit like the adults eat. Bread, I've seen people giving, they just don't know any better. I mean, they're trying to do a good deed. They just don't know what they're doing. It's the same with winter. Everybody thinks when it gets cold, you know, like super cold in Michigan, all the deer are going to die. They've adapted to that over the years. Maybe some of the older ones will die. Now, what will get deer is a heavy snow and then super cold because they can't walk around enough to find enough food in the winter. But just the temperature itself, nah, they can take that no problem. They've evolved to take it. You know, they're saying now there's a theory out there. Now, they still seem to be kind of stumped on this. Global warming is one of the arguments, but these queen crab, these opilio crab, you know, they canceled the season on those. Like 2 billion of them disappeared. And it's like there aren't any in the pipeline either. And they're blaming on warm water. So who knows what's going to come out of this, but it looks like that industry has collapsed for whatever reason. No, they can handle. If anything, they'll do fine. You'll see birds when they start to get too hot, they'll pant a lot. And the mothers know this. They give them extra water. They'll do fine. No, there aren't any crabs there now. They're all missing. But the king crab season was canceled. They're in a lot of trouble up there. That whole crab industry's been in the tank for 2 years now, and there's no signs of it getting better. Those crabs aren't anywhere. Deeper, shallow, anywhere. No, they don't have them either. The Russians are probably overfished crab more than anyone. But all those, everything in Alaska is super expensive. And, you can go out and catch other things, but nothing's as lucrative as crab. Yeah, it's really mysterious, yeah, and they keep, they haven't really come out with an official cause, but so far they seem to all be suggesting it's something to do with the warmer water, like a 1.5 degree difference. Yeah. It depends on what kind of bird. Like with vultures, it's a lot of stomach acid that you can only get through those parents. I'm sure there's something out there they've come up with to feed baby vultures. I don't know what it is, but like other stuff, it's usually mixed food that has all the nutrients that gives them a lot of water. You feed them with an eyedropper. But if you don't know how to do that, you can tube feed them too, but you got to kind of be experienced to do that. And it has to be just at the right temperature. So when that tube touches their mouth, they'll want to swallow, like right away, they'll swallow that whole 4-inch piece of flexible rubber, and then you just squirt that food right into their crop. Yeah, like robins, they eat everything, berries, bugs, worms, that kind of thing. But, like if you had a baby duck, there's specific diets for all of them. Oh, cool. Yeah, it'll be interesting on the crab. There are other places in the world, though, where you can get crab. There's lots of places where they catch them, so it's not like they're not having the same problems the United States is having. But I was up in Alaska 25 years ago at Kodiak Island, and they had to import their crab for the Crab Fest because you couldn't even get one anywhere near Kodiak. Yeah, it's crazy. And most of the lobster in the United States, comes from Nova Scotia, actually. They're like huge in the lobster, and then they sell it to Maine. Oh, vulture puppet? Yeah. They don't want him to imprint, that's why. Yeah, they don't want him. They don't want him imprinting. Hear that whippoorwill doing a mating call? They do that all night long. I was looking into like raising mealworms too, something different. I do like raising things and like taking care of them and stuff. But most of them might have too much of a conscience attack. Yeah, we got a ton of them around here. Yeah, it's a lot of nice birds down here. Yeah, I'm gonna make a huge ant farm. Ant farms are really fascinating. I'd like an aquarium too. I just don't want to like keep that stuff in an aquarium like that. It's not the same. It's like natural. I like to like breed something and introduce it back into the wildlife, but I don't really know what that'd be around here. You know, they're about ready to put rattlesnakes on the endangered species list. I'd breed rattlesnakes. I would do that. Hey Mary, how you doing? Are you home? Or are you still in Hawaii? What time is it where you're at, Mary? Like 6 o'clock or something? Oh, good for you. You having a good time? Has that been a fun trip? Oh, 2:45. Okay. Yeah, no, it'll wear you out. Yeah, it's beautiful though, isn't it? Thanks for the string bikini photos, Mary. Appreciate it. Yeah. It's a whippoorwill fest. Oh, good for you. Oh, really, Caroline? Huh. I feel like a bag of Lay's potato chips. Jerry leg? Yeah, probably will. Do you have to work Monday? Mary got Jerry leg. Oh, wow. Yeah, I know it was auto. I know it. I want you to refer to it as that from now on when you tell people. It's funny. Jerry. That autocorrect provides hours of laughter. Oh, it is? Oh, okay. Yeah, there's not a Walmart close by here. Yeah, right, Michael. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it does provide us laughter, though. I'm gonna see if this thing will keep going while I go bust a move for some chips. Hey, Marty, I'm gonna go bust a move for a bag of Lay's chips. You want anything? You sure? All right. Yeah, we'll find out. Daisy, you want to go bye-bye? Not looking good. Do you want to go bye-bye or not? It's not hot. Do you want to go bye-bye in the car with Dad or stay here with Marty? Huh? You want to go bye-bye or stay here? I'm going bye-bye. You want to go bye-byes? I guess not. I'll lock it. Yeehaw. Oh, yeah. I'm be busted a move. Yeah, she likes Marty a lot. Plus, she needs one car ride. I wish she wouldn't go with me in the daytime. It's a pain in the ass taking her. Tomorrow, I didn't want to take her today because I wanted to get an oil change. I just bust a move, you know what I'm saying? Now you will get a little buffering on this along the way. So hang in there. Just gotta bust a move. I don't know if the Citco's open or not. Excuse me. Oh, it's good. I'll see if they have any of that. $70 degrees. Must move. No wind. Dust in the wind. Dust in the wind. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. When you come visit, stop here completely. You're gonna get a ticket. They hide in the weeds here looking for this bullshit. Because we're dust in the wind. 60 loads of dirt I gotta get. Trailers for sale, Lauren. I cannot wait. We're just gonna have so many parties. Mary's gonna come down. We're gonna party. I'm gonna be considerate. I'm gonna have a lot of veggie dishes. I'm not gonna smoke any meat while she's here. Just veggie dishes, whole grain bread, organic, everything. No, not really. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. Oh yeah, angel dust. I had a winning lottery ticket too. Strictly, no, she's not quite strict. She will eat fish. Very well, she'll have honey. We're gonna smoke some peyote. Peyote. They say it brings you closer to God. You got my vote on that one. Fuck yeah. Peyote, man. Bring it on. Manfred Mann. Blinded by the light. Manfred Mann. Blinded by the light. Blinded by the light. Manfred Mann. Party on. Man, the gas is 50 cents more a gallon here than it is in Madison. That's fucking crazy. 50 cents more a gallon. That is some bullshit. Trailers for sale or rent. Rooms for 50 cents. It really is, man. Come on, you fucking cocksucker. Go ahead. Go, motherfucker. Go, bitch. Stupid sheriff's car. Get out of the way, sheriff. Pussy. Driving a pickup truck. Another sheriff there. Yeah, my hostility towards law enforcement. I know they're wondering why I got this plate on here. That's because I'm a rebel. I'm a renegade. Trailers for sale or rent. Room for 50 cents. We're gonna have some blowout parties here. My enemy, you gonna be able to make it out here? Then we'll go down to the old mill. Come down here and visit. It's going to be loaded with scantily clad women. Drinking and beer bottles busting. Underwear is hanging off trees. Firecrackers. Party favors. Homemade pizza. Be so fun. No, I see one here and there, but not too much. Nope. Like they sleep on the edge of the dirt road. I never saw herds. Yeah, put it on standby. I'll take care of that. You won't know what state you're in. That's going to be the last thing on your mind, getting nervous, other than whether or not your rubber's going to break. No, that's how that last van I had. They were the worst headlights in the world. You might as well turn them off. I'm not shitting you. You know, it had that plastic and it was all chafed. These are a little bit chafed, but not down to where it affects the light that much. I wish they quit putting that plastic. Go back. Double bagger. Yeah, I can get those. Yep. Trailers for sale or rent. Social phobias. Yeah, then we're going to do a street contest. I was reading some articles on brisket, the reason that it went up. They said, well, you know, COVID, that, of course. But mainly these YouTube channels and these cooking channels and this brisket and these cook-offs for brisket, you know, some of them are offering big prize money now. And it just started a hobby for a bunch of people that otherwise wouldn't, you know, wanted to mess with it. And the Jews really like brisket. So there's a big demand for it. You can get that Walmart, they got like a special section for good meat. They're actually selling tomahawks there now. But they have a ribeye that's $15 a pound. It's good. It's really good. Yeah, tomahawk's good. A good prime ribeye, though, you can't beat it. You come here, I'll cook some good steaks. I got steak cooking down. That's easy compared to brisket. Caroline, you think you'd be able to make it out? Visit, party? So here's some deer right here. Look, see them? Did you see those deer? I'm gonna put that thing on my truck too to get a better signal. You guys bought me. Hey Mary, you on there? Do you have Verizon phone? Do you have Verizon? Excuse me. Oh, T-Mobile? Oh, okay. Excuse me. Yeah, I know, heavy buffering. Well, you guys, I'm going to go in, watch a little TV. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate it. I'm going to be doing a live all the way up when I head to Michigan. We'll party on. Night, Tribbles. See you, my enemy. Bye, Michael. Mary, Caroline, Frisky. Guys, have a good night tonight. What's left of it. Rock on.